Hey there, it's Alex, and welcome to Hardly Working. I gotta tell you, retirement planning is sometimes a dog's life.
Hey there, it's Alex, wrench in one hand, coffee in the other. Trading CNC and deadlines for mischief, mayhem, and bother. From the shop to the cornfields, from the drill press to the stars. Retirement's calling, aliens are crawling, time to banish those green Mars bars. Hardly working, hardly sleeping, but I'm still on the hunt. Aliens, odd jobs, and dad jokes, yes, I'll confront. Retirement's weird, but hey, no boss, just cosmic toys. Tune in now for some rusty tools, UFOs, employ of the boys. Yeah, I'm supposed to relax, but I found a ray gun in the garage. Welcome to
So, welcome to my house in Pasadena, California. This is where my wife and I live, which is a great story or a great place where to begin. I met my wife at Burning Man in 2001, and we kept in touch. And in 2011, after just, kind of keeping in touch for a long time, she came to visit me in Los Angeles, and we began to start a long-distance relationship. And it was very difficult. I mean, she would come down here to Los Angeles. I would go up there to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where she is from. And, we basically FaceTime every night. And it was going really well. I was falling in love with this woman. And we decided to get married in 2013. We were married up in Canada. She has this huge family, so it was much easier to transport my family up to Canada than her family down here. I think there was about 150 people at the wedding, and my side it was pretty much 3 people who were my family members, my mom, my brother, and my sister-in-law. And later we had a reception down here in Los Angeles for my friends. And in 2015, she emigrated here down to Los Angeles. I was living in this tiny 600 square foot 1-bedroom apartment in Glendale, California, and it was cramped. But one thing, my wife, she'd always said that she wanted to have a dog, and she wanted to have a Boston Terrier. And from day one, she was like, I want to get a dog. Let's get a dog. And I said, sweetheart, listen, I've had dogs twice before in my life. I don't think you know what you're going up against. And marriage was the catalyst that got me to take my retirement seriously. If you hear that chirping in the background, that's Joey, our green-cheeked conure. And, I said, gosh, I don't want to have a dog. I don't want to have a dog because we're living in a 600 square foot apartment. It's going to require 3 walks a day. You don't know. If we want to go away for the weekend, it's going to require a dog sitter. I've been through this. When they're puppies, they are absolutely going to poop and barf everywhere. They're going to chew things up. They're going to find the most important documents you have and rip them to shreds, because this has been my experience raising puppies and dogs. But she was very adamant that it's her dream. She always wanted to have a Boston Terrier. Can we please have a dog? And I said, for all the reasons that I said, I don't think we should have a dog. But first of all, I wouldn't want a purebred dog. I'd like to get a mixed breed dog. I would like to get a rescue rather than to, kind of promote and encourage more production of these pets that often get abandoned. And I'd like to wait till we move. We were definitely going to move, and I wanted to wait till we moved to a house with a yard. And I said, those are my conditions if you want to get a dog with me, and when we raise a dog. Those are my conditions. And believe it or not, she said no to every single one of my requests for this. She says, no, I want to have Boston Terrier. No, I want it now. And no rescues. The only way you're going to get a purebred, really, was to go and find it. And after 3 years of just wearing me down. In the meantime, we got her a green cheek conure. That's Joey squawking in the background. You'll meet him too. I thought that would satiate her need for a pet, but no, she wanted to have Boston Terrier and she wanted it now. So I said, okay, I'm not in on this. I can't tell you not to. You're making good, okay, money. You're making good money. If you want to have a Boston Terrier, it is your dogs. It is your responsibility. It's your financial liability. It's if they get sick, you're going to have to deal with the vet bills. You're going to have to feed them. You're going to need to find somebody to pet sit them on the weekends, because you couldn't even agree to any of the things that I wanted. So this is your dog. This is your dog. So for Christmas 2017, I believe, I got her Daisy. This is Daisy right here. She's 7 years old right now. Come on, Daisy, let's meet everybody. She's a beautiful dog. She's very well behaved, very nice, and I got her. Daisy just wants to go to sleep. Okay, Daisy, you go to sleep. So I bought for Christmas, married Daisy, and I said, here you go. And I gave her a commitment. I said, I will help you with these dogs. I will help you when I can, but this help is incidental, meaning if I come home before you, I walk the dogs. If I'm home and you're not, I walk the dogs. I'll take care of the dogs. I'll do the things that need to be done, but the cost is yours. And I do help, trust me, to the tune of hundreds of walks a year of these guys. But they're Marys. And I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against dogs. But even here, when we moved here, this is a duplex. There's no yard. There's 3 walks a day for these guys. We never got the house with the yard, So Daisy came into our lives. Joey came into our lives, the green cheek conure, Daisy. And then when we were living here, about 4 years later, we were down at Huntington Beach, which is a dog beach here, with Daisy, walking Daisy, and she saw these 2 guys there who had another puppy Boston Terrier. And she talked to them about it, and she thought about it, and she says, I want to have another puppy. And I said, you're an adult. You have your own job and all this other stuff. And like I said, but I will help you as I can. But when I go away for the weekend, I'm gone. And when we go away for the weekend, I'm not paying $100, $200 to a dog sitter, to watch them. I am trying so hard to sock away money for my retirement right now, which is my fault, and I didn't do that in my younger days, but this was important. So she bought Pablo, and Pablo came in, and the same thing of chewing everything apart. There is not an upholstered piece of furniture or rug here that doesn't have a stain we really tried to get out, but, that never really comes out. Pablo was a bit of a puker. Let me go get him. Come here, Pablo. Come here, Pablo. Come on, Pablo. All right, here we go. He's gonna want to probably get off my lap and nap also. But Pablo is a scam. Pablo is a huge scam. Both of these guys are just amazing. It's not like having dogs. It's like having monkeys. This guy's a kisser, and they're adorable and they're fun and they sleep with us. And at least a decade younger than me. She's more in the consumer phase, where I'm in more of the saving phase of my life. But anyway, I want to meet these guys. Okay, let me find Joey for you. Let me see if I can find Joey. Here we go. Here's Joey, the green cheek conure. This guy's a monkey too, only he has wings. When we first got here, we got Joey for her. She saw him in a pet store. He was underdeveloped. There were some issues with Joey. I don't think Joey would have made it in the wild. Joey has an underbite, so his lower beak grows and has to be trimmed about every 6 to 8 weeks. But he's a really cool bird. Love him too. And I will tell you this, my wife is the best dog mom, pet mom I've ever seen in my life. She takes care of these guys. She cooks for them. She cooks them chicken with yams and potatoes and rice. And that's what they eat, along with some really healthy, good kibbles. So sometimes these guys eat better than I do, believe it or not. Anyways, just wanted to show you the family, the fam jam here. And I will tell you, I do love these guys a lot. I'm going to take them for a walk. Going to take you along with these guys for a walk in a little bit.